Well, we collapsed the Stevens-Johnson syndrome on the ER floor. Panic attack, anaphylactic, and ataxic. But the way he spun his butterfly wrist all six his phalanges, Roman candles at both ends of his synapses. And the method with which he recycled his humorous Trojan horse, his blood-brain barrier, and raised the LD-50, yes. And through fight-or-flight revelations, same the BlackBoxWarrior, he skipped this down and headed straight down history. Shielded himself from reason in a Kevlar baby blue tuxedo, quilted from the finest fibers, flesh and fiberglass and flowers, his ego a mosquito, evil incarnate, good incognito, pops placebos for libido, screaming, bless the torpedoes. For what? For what? For what it's worth. If it was gonna kill you, boy, it would have by now. For what? For what? For what it's worth. There's no more looking back, it's looking up or looking down. Well, he was wearing stolen rubber shoes and wrapped a poison ivy noose around his lotus jugular when they came. Well, they found him with a map to every victim of his love and a tattoo of a blue jay on his face. And they waited for his vital signs to line a flat line, cry him out in Hungarian harmonic. But he cocked his noggin through his stoma, saying for all the time, happy birthday to the succulents, I'll die your hydroponics. His ribcage was a hornet's nest, and palpitations set the beat. His vagus nerves a Turk's head knot, an axle hitch a carrot bend. He wondered if Christ's consciousness would charge a cancellation fee. Auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, he gripped his wits by their ends. For what? For what? For what it's worth. If it was gonna kill you, boy, it would have by now. For what? For what? For what it's worth. There's no more looking back, it's looking up or looking down. Hello, welcome. Why don't you take a seat? Get comfortable, relax. Take a second if you need to. Know what's bothering you? Well, why don't we start at the beginning? Growing up, how was your relationship with the fundamentals of conscious existence? Did you have xenon orchid sinews spilling down the outer center of your blooming Escher-Mandelbrot head? And how about claustrophilic tendrils capping plastics closed on seven-knuckled thumbs? Did you get along well with your Gideon bugle of pineal glands, your protector eyes casting sci-fis on your SDR strands? Tell me about your nerves to steal from under Bacchus' bloody nose. If Numidian him would tie-dye you, your ears pierced by a gauge flag, cold did you die before your day? Thursday traction, Tuesday titration. My hope is to assess through my objective report of your subjective conjecture whether this proprietary blend of expertise and seasoning works as well as a transorbital ice pick. Holistic ballistics, you got a better idea? It's about the best we could come up with. What, you think ideas spread because they're good? No, they spread because people like them. So here we are once again holding as it were a mirror up to your mirror. I guess it's just something people do. A bloody knife to split your infrastructure, wine to rub your motor function, caudal machinations of the dead. Well, you mainline your animus, karate chop your abacus, and learn to be an animal instead. But I never did think you better than this here modus operandi, cause Nazis, skepticism, and suicide. Why to thine own self be true when it is you who are the problem, not the things you do, but something stick inside. Lithium and dialectics, boy, you really is defective. CBT don't seem effective. For that cluster be accepted, offer up your innocence. Please ignore the side effects. You lost your mind and almost lost your life before, so you'll be fine. For what? For what? For what it's worth. If it was gonna kill you, boy, it would have by now. For what? For what? For what it's worth. There's no more looking back. And why would you want to look back? I mean, it's no good looking back, so try to look forward now. For what? For what? For what it's worth. If they were gonna get you, boy, they would have by now. For what? For what? For what it's worth. There's no more looking back. It's looking up or looking down.